All right, y'all. It's March 29th, I think. Day 9 of my journal through this COVID experience as a laboratory technician. Today is Sunday. It is another day off for me, thank goodness. But I have to go back to work tomorrow. So anyway, getting ready to fix dinner. Today is calzone day. And so just going to go through the process of making a calzone here. No rhyme or reason, just the way it is. To do this, you're going to need a pizza crust of some sort. I here have just a generic version of a pizza crust. You'll need some canola oil. I have for my toppings some jalapenos or olives stuffed with jalapenos, mushrooms, onions, green pepper, pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and special red sauce. Secret special red sauce. I could tell you what's in it, but I would have to kill you first. And then I'm also going to need an egg with just a little bit of water, and you will see how that is used. So, why don't you join me? Make one up as we go too, and see how you like it, minus the red sauce. You'll have to go, I guess, to a name brand pizza place to get that won't share their recipe, you dirty dogs. So, here we go. I hope you like it. Alright, y'all. Martha Stewart back here. Getting ready to grease this pan with some of this fancy canola oil. What you want to do is use the little spray spout and just lay down a little mist and of oil right there. That's where you're going to put the dough, the pizza dough, going to go in here. Okay? Hang on. I gotta open this up. And that's a real deal for me. It ends up being a post-traumatic deal. So anyway, I'll be right back. All right. Now that we got that open with no problems, let me just get rid of that. We take our dough, roll it out. Go figure, huh? The dough's got to be rolled out. I can't stress this enough. It will not work if it's still rolled up. So then what you want to do is take your dough and work it out. Now you kind of want to make sure that you already washed your hands, that you haven't been handling any doorknobs or toilet flusher handle thingies or anything like that. Maybe if you've been petting on the dog or letting the dog lick your hands after he's done, never mind. Anyway, so you get that thing spread out just like that right there, and then you get all your ingredients ready, okay? So I'll be right back here. Let me get them all together. Alright, so what you want to do is put your toppings on there. I prefer, if I'm having pepperoni on it, that I lay pepperoni right out here. So does anybody know what pepperoni is made of? It's a great debate. I've always heard a lot of different things, but you know what? You can just read the package and find out. A lot of people like to say it's made out of goat. I'll tell you what, it is if it's been made out of a goat. But a lot of times it ain't. And there we go. Get that just open right back up here. Okay. And I like to be kind of heavy with my pepperoni. That sounded dirty. I may have to edit that out. Okay. So I'm just going to lay me a couple of rows here. Feel free to comment. Express your thoughts and concerns about all of this. Ain't like I'm going to listen, but feel free. Feel very free. So I get that grease off of my hands there. Okay. So next I like to top all my other stuff on there. So basically what I got to do, most people just take and chop this stuff up, but I have another method. Basically what I can do here is just lay these out like this. And if you want to watch, all I do is I pick them all up at once, string it all together, and just BAM! Throw them down there. Not to be mimicking off anybody else, so we'll just say boobity bam! You know, we'll do it like that, okay? So just push them together, pick them up, and then just throw them down there. Boogity, 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 bam! Sorry, let's try that again. That didn't work. That didn't work. Here, we can do this right. Do this right. We just pick them up and we just go boogity, 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 bam! 2, Well, would you look at that? It worked. And it kicked the egg out too. That's pretty good. All right. Well, now that we got all of our toppings on there, last topping is cheese. Mozzarella cheese, to be exact. And this is low moisture, part skim mozzarella. Who knows? Who knows? Leave it to the food scientists to comment on that one. Tell me what the heck that means. Okay, so mine was frozen, so it's cold. See, because when you put things in the freezer, they get cold. They don't stay warm, and therefore they're cold because they're not warm. So hopefully you learned something. You know what? That looks like cheese on there, but let's go a little extra cheese since I'm the one that's ordering and making it. Right there. Okay, so one little tip is I like to go out in the yard and get one little pebble of rabbit poo, and I stick that down in there somewhere. I just close my eyes and stick it in there. It just reminds me while I'm eating it, whenever I find it, that I made this myself, and it's not like from a store-bought where they actually factor in their rodent removal expenditures off of their profit, if you know what I'm saying. It's a complex calculation, but anyway, that's how that works. So once you got that done, we'll take and just roll, let's say, fold it right over onto it. And what you want to do is take your edges and just kind of like roll and pinch them. You want to seal it up, because when you start heating that up, some of that stuff will jump right out of there. If that rabbit poo's fresh enough, it'll just hop right out. Just hop right out of there. You know, because it's fresh. Rabbit's hot. I'm going to set that right there. Okay. So, that's nice and pretty. Now what you can do is center it back up, but, you know, in this case, I'm just going to leave it right where it is. It's got a little bit of the oil on top of it. It's got some underneath of it. At this point, if I was making more than one, I would re-grease right here and just set my other one right down in there with it. So, you know, that's if I was cooking more than one. That'd be like two. So, anyway, after you got that, we're going to put a coating of egg and water mixture. So what I did here was I cracked my egg into this bowl, and then I put exactly 9.5/16 of the volume of the egg in here, and then multiplied all that by 1. So, anyway, that's a fancy way of saying that was a guesstimate, okay? A scientifically wild guess right there. Normally people say go 1-to-1 volume. I do somewhere between the third and 2/3 volume, so it ends up about half. Anyway, you can play around with that, discover what you want, but I got an extra bonus for this when we're done. So now what I got to do is whisk this thing up. Now you can use a whisk to whisk it because, whoops, spilling out. A whisk is really good for whisking, but you got to ask yourself sometimes, how much whisking would a whisk do if a whisk could whisk? And that just didn't make any sense. So anyways, I'm just using this little fork right here, and my bowl's just a little bit too big. Or I got a little bit too much in my little bowl. Okay, would you just leave me alone? Jeez. Okay, get this mixed up, and then what you want to do, alright, so what you're going to do for this point is take your little fancy pants something kind of brush here, excuse me, and just make a mess on the counter. Seriously, just mess that counter up. The better you can mess it up, the better I'm going to feel about it, because I'm not there and I don't have to clean it up. So just have at it. Just slop that all over the place, okay? So we're going to set this to the side because we're going to need it again here a little bit later. Now what I've done is I've heated up my oven to about 3,700 degrees. You'll know that one by the sun. It's the symbol of the sun on there. Oh wait, that's not right? That's not... Okay, so I put it at 375 degrees. I guess that's a little off. So anyway, so heat that oven up to 375, and then we'll jam that thing in there. and you'll see the rest of the story. Alright, when that oven's come up to temperature, you just want to slide this puppy in there. Bottom rack's where I'm going to put it. So anyway, we're going to let that sit in there for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it, just looking for it to kind of start cooking, and then we'll flip it. So I'll let you just watch here, and maybe I can just work some of that magic on speeding that up. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, now what I've done here is I've pulled it out of the oven and I flipped it by tossing it up in the air and letting it turn just half a turn, and then I picked it up off the floor and set it on there. So we're good. So we flipped it, and I'm going to take some more of my egg and water mixture here and just put a coating onto it here. There you go. There you go. Now I'm going to place that back in the oven, probably for another 7 to 8 minutes, and I will watch, keep an eye on it. You know, just have it cook up kind of how you want. You just want to make sure that it gets done all the way through without burning all around. How to do that, I don't know. So here we go. Now with the egg mixture that I've got left, I have also cut up some green peppers and some onions, and I'll take that and just drop that right in there, minus one piece of pepper it looks like, and I will just throw that into a heated skillet, make up some scrambled eggs for tomorrow morning. That was freebie. You can have that one. You don't have to pay for that. That was just free. So you don't have to pay, okay? Alright, so there you go, there it is. Now you can take and just cut it if you want it cut into pieces, or you could just grab that thing and just scarf it down whole. I like to take it and just make my slices go right this way, but you could cut them this way, you could cut them this way, you could cut it big squares or circles, you could use a cookie cutter, stamp that thing out. Do whatever you want with it there. I'm just going to slice some of this up, put it with my special red sauce, some Hers sour cream and onion potato chips. Nice free plug for you there, Hers. Or I'm sorry, no name potato chip, not for anybody. Anyway, I'm going to serve that up and enjoy. I forgot to mention though, you won't want to cut that up on my cookie sheet, because I will terribly get mad. You ain't going to scar it all up. So I just transfer it right over to a cutting board, and then I can slice that thing up just like so. Just makes it magic. I'm telling you, it's magical. It's going to be huge. It's great. It's just better than you could imagine, okay? All right. So after you thank God for everything that He provides you with, you can dig in and enjoy this fine calzone made with the special love of the special red sauce that just makes it special. Let's try it out. Good eating. Uh-oh. I think so, Paul. So why'd I do this? What's this got to do with the COVID-19? Very little, really, except the fact that you got to slow down sometimes and just enjoy the little things. Get your mind off of stuff and just keep on keeping on. All right, so y'all, be safe, be smart, be wise. Welcome to the new normal.